All right, so you guys, when you come off that loss to SLU last time out, a game like this, does this just kind of help you get your mojo back and just kind of be able to play your game the way you want to?
Yeah, I think it gives us another opportunity to come out here and focus on getting better as a team. And like you said, at SLU we got to a loss, and so this allows us to regroup and just get everything kind of figured out and situated. So we needed it.
Talk more specifically about, what did you guys want to get out of this, and how do you kind of break down the performance, obviously walking right off the floor right now?
I think we wanted to build up a little confidence. We put in a lot of new stuff this week, so it was just us kind of working on our new stuff and we put in new defense and new offense, and just us getting used to that and kind of getting in the flow of the game and definitely getting our confidence back.
Lakin, for some of you guys that come off the bench, got to play a lot of minutes today. How much does that help you just to get out there and be able to get in a little bit of a rhythm and just put in some more time?
It feels good, just getting up and down the court and getting our confidence back for the games and stuff.
16 three-pointers for you guys today. Did you have a sense that was going to be there today, or is that just kind of the way things went?
Well, I think our new offense kind of helps with that. It allows the shooters to be open for the shots.
Talk about the new offense. What goes into that? What's kind of been tweaked and changed?
I think the biggest focus is that we're trying to continue to push in transition, but look more at attacking and kicking. And I think it allows us guards to really go downhill and find those open shots, get those shooters open, and they're able to knock it down wide open. So I think that's a big part of it. And then our posts are continuing to run, so that allows them to, we can hit them in transition as well.
It also allows us with a smaller lineup to play a 4-out motion instead of having 2 people in, and whenever we lack size, going 4-out is going to be better for us.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of that today. How much of an adjustment is it? You're still early in the season, but it's still the middle of the season to change things up like that.
For some people, I think it's a bigger adjustment because they're used to playing inside, and then some people are used to playing outside. So, I mean, for some people it is a big adjustment, and it'll come, and the flow of the game will come better the more we practice. So.
Then that third quarter, I know you guys kind of went through a little bit of a slow part of the game. Do you have a sense for kind of what happened during that, mostly the second half of that third quarter, where you guys just kind of couldn't get the ball to fall in for a while?
I think that just happens. I think we shot the ball pretty well early on, and we had the looks. I think we just couldn't get him to fall, but I don't have a doubt that they could hit him again. So I think it was just a rough start of the third quarter.
Yeah, every team goes through highs and lows, and I think that was just kind of a low part, but then we picked it back up.
That's about all I've got.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, Stacey.
I was going to say I looked directly at her.
Adri, with you leading with rebounds today, you're 5'3". I know you have hops, but what makes you crash the board so hard and run the ball?
I think, I don't know, I just have a knack for it, I guess. I know the coaches are on me about crashing, so that makes it, as soon as the ball goes up, I'm just looking to see if I get my hands on it. Either tip, or if I come up with it, that's just a plus for me. But yeah, definitely just crashing.
And talking a lot today about confidence and a few back-to-back threes and just a lot of fun things going on, a ton of steals that we saw. And how much fun was today?
Today
was that do for the team?
Sorry, yeah, today was really fun. I think us getting out and like you said, we have a new offense and we're just trying to figure things out. And I think that new start to everything was really a good push for us. We kind of could get out and run and just get open. So I think it was nice.
In a few of your runs today were just fast. It just happened. I was like, wow, okay, that actually just happened. Tell me what was going through your head and confidence-wise and putting shots up that were just quick.
We always practice transition shots. I'm just always ready. I know Adri's always, I'm coming for you, so I'm just ready for the shot. And confidence, it was up there, and they always motivate me to hit this next shot. So.
And for you, a lot of having a ton of coverage today. What was that like, being able to dish a little bit more out than taking all of your shots, I guess?
I mean, I think I found my teammates better, whenever they helped over. So, I mean, I just got to keep making that extra pass to them, especially when they're open, and, taking my shots whenever I have them as well.
So what are things you're working on before Tuesday to make the offense and defense better?
And we're going to continue to get familiar with our new offense and defense we put in. This game was a part of that, is trying to get familiar and get comfortable with what we're doing. And Tuesday is just another opportunity just for to get better and get that put in. So.
And coming into today, you know who you were up against. You're obviously not overlooking any teams and things like that. But what were some goals that were set before today's game for you personally or for the team personally?
Usually it's always push in transition. That's driving kicks and just, being confident. I think we just need to have that confidence, and even if we miss it, we got to know that next shot's going in or next play we're getting a stop. We have to have that. Every game, every practice, that's how we act.
Was there anything that Coach P said during a timeout that really flipped a switch and put more of a fire under y'all during today's game? No.
No, but before the game, she did want us to focus on defense and our rotations and just taking care of the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So
being a deny and then help her.
Yep. So just kind of focusing on that end. So.
I thought that, when one person hits, it can get contagious, and it started to get a little contagious for us. So, again, this is going to be new to me, and seeing so many three-point shots go up, I have to be a little different as a coach, but I do think their confidence and them being unselfish and it being contagious was the reason why we shot it so well.
I know you've mentioned making tweaks in the offense. The girls talked about it. I guess what were the goals coming into today? You kind of had a game here where you probably thought you might be able to figure some things out a little bit. What were the new things that you installed, and what did you figure out today?
Well, the new thing that we installed was a bit of a new offense. It was less ball screen stuff and more four guards. And we moved our post player from the block up to the free throw line, and we were making cuts off of that. I thought that there was a chance that we could have some adversity because it was so new to us, but us hitting shots helped it. Obviously not have as much adversity as I thought we were going to have. So that part was new. Defensively, we did try to pressure the ball a little bit more and deny on the wing, and so doing those things, you never really know how it's going to turn out. The one thing that I definitely wanted us to have was to be all in. The five that were out there be completely in, and understand that when we rotate in, it may not be because you messed up or you turned it over or you did something wrong. I think we have a deep bench, and I want to keep us fresh, and I want to keep us moving in transition because we're good at that. So those were the things that I want us to focus on, and I think we did a good job.
How much of a learning curve do you see there right now, just as far as getting a feel for the new offense?
Well, it's going to take some time to even be able to understand different reads off of it, because it's going to be less coaching and more playing. And so all the coaching is going to need to happen in practice, so that when they step on the floor, they're confident in what they're doing. As we play more teams, they're going to be even more prepared for what we're going to do and what they want to take away. And so we've got to be able to adjust on the fly, and then adjust in timeouts and make sure we're putting them in a position to be successful. So, I hope by the end of the month we start to feel better about what we're doing with with the games that we have coming up. But we got to stick with it, because I do think it's what's best for the team.
You mentioned the bench. I think every healthy body you had was on the floor by the start of the second quarter. How much does it help just to have an opportunity to get all those girls significant minutes and significant experience?
Oh, this is so good. At the very end there, we had two freshmen out there, in Jessie and Yanni, and playing significant minutes for us and contributing, which is always a good thing. And having confidence and being able to go out and play really well, do what they do well. Then you had Lakin playing some extended minutes, and again, her ability to shoot, she's going to need to be on the floor. Dop's been injured, so she hasn't had a chance to get a whole lot of minutes. And whenever you practice and have a game the next day, it's hard to really get ready for games. So this allowed her some playing time, and I do think that will help us.
43 points off turnovers. Obviously, we're able to get in transition a lot, which is what you guys want to do. But I guess, was that what you were looking for today?
I don't know if I thought we were gonna have that many points off of turnovers, but if we're gonna play small ball, you gotta be able to shoot a three. You gotta be able to play a little defense and pressure the ball and get out and get some things in transition. So that's what we're gonna have to do going forward. Don't know if we'll have 17 steals again, because it's not like, you know, our competition is gonna be even tougher, and people will be prepared for our pressure defense. But I do like the start. I do like the start.
Third quarter, you guys went through a little bit of a lull. Do you have a sense for what was going wrong? Was it just one of those things where you get up big and sometimes it's hard to get everybody firing in all cylinders?
I think you got to give a little bit of credit to our opponents. You know, they made a couple of adjustments at halftime, and then they came out and definitely made some adjustments to what they were doing necessarily on the offensive end. But then for us, yeah, you know, sometimes you just sort of hit a lull because you were on a roll in the first half. You know, but I thought we did a good job of not always settling. I thought we got in there and tried to compete for some offensive rebounds, and I thought we tried to get some loose balls to get our energy going. But, you know, when we were 7 of 8 from the three-point line in the second quarter, like, that's tough to beat. And you shoot that well, you just sort of feel good, and if you don't do it in the third quarter, it's like, well, what happened? Basketball.
And then you've had a few days off after that SLU loss, and you come in here and get a big win. How does this help you guys as you continue to work now through, I guess, probably the final stretch of the non-conference schedule?
I think most coaches will say winning takes care of a lot of things. Just makes you feel better, makes food taste better, makes the sun shine a little brighter. So it's always good to get a win. And sometimes when you are around young people, they take losses hard, and they feel like the world is coming to an end. So for our team, hopefully they realize now that the world isn't coming to an end, and we're okay, and we're going to be just fine. But wins are fun. They do make life better. But now the question is, when can you get the next one?
That's it for me.
I think even just consistency we saw today in your team, and when the highs were high, they were high, but when the lows were low, they weren't that low. And so what does that say about this team's character and their work ethic off the court even, and things like that?
Well, I think we have good team chemistry. You know, they do care about each other and want what's best for each other. So whenever it does get tough, they can look at each other and say, you know what, I've got your back, and we're in this together, and we're going to be okay as long as we play hard and we stay together and play tough. So I thought that's why whenever it may have gotten low, and again, that third quarter we put them at the free throw line way too much. We fouled a whole lot, but they stuck together. Shots didn't just fall as easy, but they just believed in each other, believed they were going to hit the next one. But again, I think it goes back to the chemistry off the floor. Then I do think we have a tough team. Again, to go on the road and have to play who we played, and whether it was the Evansville game when we gave up a big lead, when we were tough down the stretch, you know, to open up against Cincinnati and put yourselves in a position to win that, go on the road against Xavier after getting beat bad at home. You know, I do think we've got a tough team, and I think our chemistry is good.
Was the transition of the offense and defense placed now specifically, or were you holding out on it until now, or what?
No, you know, it happened because Treese is out, so our 6'4" freshman is out for the year, and everything we were doing was in hopes that she would get back, and I didn't want to make a drastic change with the hopes that she would come back and then we would be good with what we were doing. But not having 6'4" in the paint changes you, and so you sort of, again, got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to do what's best for the team, and if these young ladies can continue to knock down threes, then we got to put them in a position to have open shots so that they can be confident in knocking them down.
On Tuesday, are we going to be able to play the same type and pace of basketball that we did today? Or
oh, I hope so. That is our brand. That's becoming our identity, is pushing in transition, and we are much better when we do that. Now, everybody's going to try to start taking away our transition offense, because that's probably a third of our offense, if not more. So then, how can we execute in the half-court set? And as we get further along in conference, it's going to be even tougher. So we will always push, because you got guards that can run, you got guards that can shoot, and you got post players that can run. And now we've got to figure out how to get those, plus execute in the half-court set.
What was one thing that you took away from today that you were most excited about to see in your players? And
That they just stuck with it. You know, again, this is new to them, it's new to me, and they have confidence that it's gonna happen, and they have confidence in it. And so I took that away. That was the biggest thing, being all in with the changes.